meeting to order. That invitation was led by Alderman Youngworth, followed by the pledge of allegiance. Please stand.
Let us pray that we will serve a public office on the guidance of God in all our deliberations in the city.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Ken Katie?
Here.
Steve Youngman?
Here.
Gordon Garvin?
Here.
Larry Wright?
Here.
Jason Reed?
Here.
And Rod Rogers.
Here. Okay. Everyone's here for tonight. Tonight is our night we're going live electronically, and it'll be a little challenging at times, but we'll work through it, try and get some bugs out, so just have some patience with us. Okay, first item on the agenda, approval of the agenda would be in order. Motion made by Alderman Reeves, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Bruce. All in favor of approving the agenda as this, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda is approved, thank you. At this time, citizens from the audience will all come forward and speak on whatever they wish to. Those that have the subject coming up later can speak at that time. So, anybody else in the audience would like to come forward? Okay, since someone's coming forward, we will continue on. A motion to adopt the minutes of June 3rd, 2014 council workshop minutes and June 3rd, 2014 council meeting minutes would be in order.
Make a motion to accept those minutes.
Motion made by Alderman Wright, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Katie. Any corrections or changes in minutes? Any corrections or changes? Not hearing any? All in favor of approving the minutes as this, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it's approved. Continue on Finance Personnel Committee, Alderman Wright.
I'd like to put resolution number 140617A, the expenditures on the floor.
That resolution been placed on the floor by Alderman Wright, is there a second? Second by Alderman Youngworth. Any questions about the expenditures? Any questions about the expenses? Not hearing any, roll call please.
Ken Katie?
Aye.
Steve Youngman?
Aye.
Gordon Garvin?
Aye.
Larry Wright?
Aye.
Jason Reed?
Aye.
And Rod Rogers.
Aye.
Okay, it passed, thank you. Continue on Planning Commission, Alderman Youngworth.
Nothing else.
Okay, continue on, at this time, Public Works and Utility. That's Alderman Katie.
There's no name on it, so I didn't know it's still me.
It's still you, Ken.
Okay, in the package, or on your computer, there's a Public Works monthly report. And, I'd also like to put resolution 140617-B, approval of Winnebago County Solid Waste Management Board signing municipal recycling surplus revenue ballot for 2013 funds with allocation of surplus recycling revenue for purchase of event park used recycling containers.
The resolution has been placed on the floor by Alderman Katie, second by Alderman Reeves. Barb, would you like to explain that, please?
Each year, the revenue commodities from the sale of our recyclables at the county level are billed out to us by tonnage of what we put in. This year, there is another shortage at the county level for the debt service that they obtained when they built the new building. We have the option of letting Winnebago County take that debt and to clear them to zero again, and then we get the remainder, or we take it all back and then they jack our fees. So, kind of have an option, they need to clear their debt, otherwise they're gonna have to charge more next year. This is what we've been doing in the past few years, we've been letting them take the equivalent in debt back, and then taking our remainder back. This year is not very much, $16.58.76. We do have a recycling surplus fund that's well over 31,000 right now. This would add to their for purchase of garbage toters, recycling containers, which we are in the process of purchasing right now for the parks and testing to see which ones we like best.
that would be for Omro parks or all the parks in Winnebago County?
No, just our part.
Oh, okay.
That's how much we have in our surplus fund right now that we've accumulated, but we can only use it toward recycling endeavors. This would just add another 1,600 and something.
Do you remember what we did last year?
We did the same thing. We let the county clear their books, everybody does. Over 70% of the signing municipalities have to agree to this, otherwise this won't go through. And it's been going through at 70% agreement.
Now, how do we state this as a, if we accept that, that has to be put in the motion?
It's already in the resolution that we're accepting that option.
Okay.
Option one, which is let Winnebago County retain the 112,000 and then take our difference.
Okay. That's right under option two.
Yeah, as long, okay, I guess with the, saying that we would accept option two, I guess that should be part of the motion. Option two, right? I mean, both options are in here.
Yes, we're gonna take option one.
But underneath option two, it says now therefore be it resolved
Okay.
that option, authorizing option one, right? So that takes care of that. That makes sense. I'd challenge her.
As long as option one is stated in the motion.
Right. Option, if you wanna change that, we can make a friendly motion.
I don't know, I mean, when it, you can't say both motions, you can't just say what, you know, the opening thing.
It says in the now therefore be it resolved that we authorize option one. On the last line.
Okay, okay. Yes, all right.
So if you don't wanna accept option one, then we can bring
Yeah,
it
that's fine, no, that's.
Further discussion, any discussion about this resolution? So basically, we're just gonna send it back to the county level and decide, and then we'll get whatever we get in that. Try to keep our rates up. Any questions about this resolution? Not hearing any, roll call please.
Steve Almond,
Aye.
Fred Garens,
Aye.
Larry Wright,
Aye.
Jason Reese,
Aye.
Rod Burgess,
Aye.
and Ted Gay.
Okay, thank you. Then continuing on,
I'd like to place number C, discussion for potential water main extension on Southwestern Avenue on the floor.
okay. The floor is open for discussion about the water extension.
Well, first of all, let me say, the paperwork that you have in here, I must have sent Barb the wrong one because it doesn't have the options that I sent to them in there, so I'm just trying to look them up right now. But basically, there were three options that I was putting forward. First one is to allow them to have, well, you have it, good. This is what I should have been in there. First one was to allow them to have wells, and that was one of the things that you guys had, a couple of you had voted on. Second one was to extend the water main all the way 300 feet to the city limit. And my thought process on that is if they were a city lot in town and we wanted to be equitable to anybody that would be in town, most people in town have an 80-foot lot. That's what we require to have a lot in town now. And since it's $62.10 per foot, that would be $4,968 for each lot. So if we had the three parcels, the Borners, the Albashans, and the Sutters, and we charged each of them $49.68 per lot, and that would be a total of $14,904, leaving us with the balance to pick up of $22,361. So the city would pay $22,000, and the three owners would pay eventually $14,000, but those would all be deferred. So when they take out a building permit is when that kicks in, that they have to start the special assessment process of paying that back. And in Sutter's case, it may never happen. The other two, they're thinking it might happen, so that you might get those couple it back in the next year or so, but the other might never get back. Then we have another method, which would be just to go 100 feet. And if we use the same methodology, that wouldn't, help the Sutters at all, because it wouldn't be coming past his second lot there. So you would be looking at, same amount per lot, $49.68, just picking up the two lots and leaving the council with a balance of $11,626, because it's more expensive per foot to do the 100 feet than it is to do the 300 feet. And I was not, in my methods, I was thinking of not putting that onto the homeowners. It would be a city cost for that, only going that 100 feet. So it's more of a 50-50 split with that 100-foot one, whereas with the 300-foot idea, it was more, they were paying about, maybe, well, I don't know what the split is, but 40%, 60% or something like that. But those were the ideas that I came up with, trying to make it equitable with the average city lot in town.
On packet page 20, she does list on the pros and cons for the three options. At least that line.
Yeah, that was from last time. Either case,
Right, those are the old ones.
yeah, those are the old ones. So, yeah, pros and cons for one 300-foot, 100-foot, so on. So, that's what I came up with. From there, I just let the homeowners know that, that the rest is up to you guys. You can take it or leave it, or do something completely different, so.
I'm planning to give the homeowners a chance to talk. I don't know if you want them to talk first, and then we can discuss it, or discuss nothing. Okay.
I'd like to hear what the council's got to say first.
What did Lund come up with this, if we go with the wells? Did he come up with a, no?
He did, no. I talked to him about this, and he was fine with the options that I had, but he really didn't have anything more than that.
Or there will be something to sign a waiver of some sort.
If you were gonna have the wells, he had said last time, yeah, that he would require a waiver for it.
The thing that I have a problem with is that, at some point in time, the Sutters, that's not all one lot, is that
No, it's two separate.
two separate lots? So at some point in time, if the south should get real bad and a different person buys it, they might want to sell that lot.
You know, to extend again, which is the purpose of putting the 300.
That's why I think that, in my personal feeling, I think the future stuff, I would like to see the city go to 300 feet.
We can also adjust how we charge them per foot, so they can pay more if instead of just listing 10 per foot. I would pay half the cost or something like that, versus this is probably about 30-35% of the total cost. We could come up with something like that.
But at least then we don't have to worry about them having contaminated wells, and we don't have to worry about, other things happening down the road, so.
I think the 300-foot, as you were saying, with charging at that rate, I think that sounds fair. We're contributing a greater portion of it, and so we're looking at helping people out in the future too, looking for having that, it's gonna be a lot cheaper to build it now than it is in 10 years.
So what was the final numbers on the extension for 300?
Be $49.68 per property for 3 properties, and then leaving us with a $22,000 balance.
Basically $5,000.
About 5,000 and then for each of them, and 22,000 for us.
And that doesn't change for the 2 property owners for the 100-foot, but we pay about double. So with the 100-foot, we pay about $11,000 of it, the method that I came up with it. And then the 300-foot, we pay $22,000. You get an extra 200 feet for $11,000.
And we can change what we charge too, so that happens. So what are you thinking?
Well,
100 feet?
originally I was thinking about the well until Mr. Katie explained his thoughts about that. Which, you know, safe water makes sense. I would like to see the safe haze even a little more, a little higher percentage.
Okay, so you're going for 300
37.
That's it?
I'm trying to make it equitable to things that I've done in the past. And when we have a developer put it in, they pay for the whole thing. When we've had sewer go past, down Scott Street, we had it deferred, they're paying for it going past their property. So I was trying to be equitable to those that had already done this in the past.
So, at this time of the homeowners, would you like to come forward and say something, that'd be fine?
I'm David Sutter, live on Webster Street. I think I'm for the 300 feet, but I just had one question about that interest. Would that be deferred until a building permit is issued?
Correct,
There'd be no interest on it
right,
until then?
right, and then it starts at that point, so it's 0% interest up till that point, and then when it kicks in, it starts at that point, and if you pay it all off at that point, it's $49.68, and then if you decide to make 10 years of payments, then the interest rate kicks in.
Okay.
So what does that just get put on your tax bill? How does it work?
Yeah, it's put in your tax bill. You choose, do you wanna pay it all at once, or do you wanna have 5 years, 10 years, and then it goes on to your tax bill every year after that, depending on how you fill out the paperwork for it.
Keep in mind, these costs are only estimate, they may very well change. You know, our costs may change. But if we wanna charge them 6%, but then their costs may not change, will not change.
I think this is kind of where, I mean, to a point, I think some of us maybe vary a little on our opinions. I mean, I was, along with Mike, up to this last meeting, you know, leaning towards the well. Obviously having children, you know, with the whole possibility of the landfill and things like that concerns me. I appreciate the city willing to contribute to the water main. I mean, I have no issue with hooking up, you know, and, you know, having city water. It just obviously comes down to the cost. So, you know, I guess it's in your hands, obviously. Of course, I'm gonna say, hey, I like the idea of the city paying for it all, but I know there's gotta be some reason there. I mean, we, obviously, this is all an extra expense for us between the water main and then our lateral, is another 7, and then, you know, the hookup and, what's it called? Just to hook up to the city water, the lateral cap and the water hookup, you know, is another $700 on top of it eventually. So, I mean, the expense is there, you know, I'm willing to pay a portion of it. I mean, that's why we're here, obviously, just, you know, any help, we appreciate anything, you know, the city's willing to help out with.
It's just difficult because this was kind of all a surprise to us, and with the extra $8,000 to run the lateral line, I mean, that's still a significant cost for us, so. It's just a big expense.
Any other comments from the owners?
I'm not sure if I'm even gonna build yet, so, I mean, you know, I want to, but there's other factors involved, not just the water part of it, but, so, and myself, I really would, I'm leaning towards the well part, but it's, you know.
But if you sell it, then it's a positive for the next person coming along, or it could be a positive.
Let's hope with the well.
Depends how you look at it.
Yeah. But if I do this, I plan to die in there, so.
Sorry.
Do I? I'm from the water guy.
Alright, so anything else from the owners? Okay, then we'll go back to the councilman. Councilman, what would you like to do? You want to put the motion on the floor? It's fine, or if we're gonna talk about it more, it's fine.
When we put motion, are we talking about price at the same time, or is that a separate motion?
Maybe-
However you wanna do it.
Either way, you know, if we say it's 6210 per foot, you can say that.
I don't know, I was just thinking, 4,000 each, what would that be our total then?
22.
No, if it's 4,000 each.
25.
Well,
4,000 each?
Right.
Being out of 3.
25.
We really don't need to differentiate the difference, because it's not gonna come down to that penny anyway, so if you
you don't wanna put, it's gonna be almost 5,000. Right, you can put that in motion, put it forward, whatever you wish, that's up to you. So, somebody would like to make the motion, or you wanna talk about it more?
Now typically, when you're doing, if we were doing this and everybody wanted water and this was a new, everybody would be assessed the full 37,000, the city wouldn't pick up any of that expense, correct? And I think looking at it from that point, I think what you have proposed for the 300 feet is fair. And I think it's more, I think that's a,
So go what she recommended is what you're
yeah,
saying.
was that in a, that was, I mean, since we didn't have that, that wasn't in percentages, or it was in percentages?
No, it was based on an 80-foot lot,
Okay.
$62.10 per foot, based on our estimates, $62.10 would be the estimate. And that's half of, normally it would be half goes to one side of the street and half goes to the other, so it was $124 per foot, and I divided it in two, so they were paying their portion just as if it would be a lot in the middle of the city.
Sure.
Try and come up with a method.
Now, can you think of some other way of doing this? Floor is open for discussion.
Sure.
I looked at frontages, which those weren't very fair. I looked at acreage, which didn't seem very fair. We talked about how many city lots would fit in their acreage, that didn't seem fair. So nothing we came up with seemed to be a really good method for these weird shaped lots.
Other questions, comments from the?
Well, most people in town don't love that because of the whole landfill. So I'm thinking, putting a lot of weight on that.
You have anything to say?
I think that's being fair, more than fair.
Would somebody like to put the motion on the floor?
Well, I pay for all of it.
I'll put a motion up for the 300 feet with the, say, 4,900 contribution from each.
4,900 or 6,210 per foot?
Oh,
No, it's 4,968 approximately.
and with that, the 4,968.
4,968 per lot.
Yeah.
Okay. The motion was placed on the floor by Alderman Reeves. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Motion second by Alderman Katie. Discussion on that motion. Again, the motion is to go with the 300 feet and charge $49.68 per lot. This means 80-foot lot average, and the balance the city will pick up. The city would pick up that, or the water.
The property owner would not have to pay any of that until they take out a permit, correct? Even if you sold it, the lot, without building, sold the lot, the
Right.
next party wouldn't have to pay until they take out a
So I
permit.
take that down, make sure that's in there. Make sure it's in the minutes so they're assured of that.
And how long was it given to, pay that amount? Or was it-
They have a 10 years according to our special
Did you
assessment.
second that?
Yes,
Yeah.
10 years.
Any other comments about the motion? Questions? Okay, so the motion on the floor is to go to extend the 300 feet, charge the property owners $49.68 per lot.
Question. I have a question. When would this be done, if it passes?
Probably this year.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know exactly what his schedule is, but it would be in the next couple of months to start.
Just out of curiosity, and I've only walked it, I've only pasted off, I don't know how the measurements were taken, but we keep talking about this 300 feet. If it ends up being 10 feet, 20 feet longer, can we say to the city limits? Can we say, I mean, because I've got 60 foot at the end there, I just want to be like, holy cow, we just ran short and I'm gonna have to get it. But anyways, I just wanted to make sure it reaches
To
where
the
my
city
driver's
limits
gonna go.
was the concept there.
Yeah, and
We measured it based on what was on the GIS.
Right,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, we measured it out in the field, it will not be longer than 300 feet. If anything, it will be shorter.
So
It will not be longer.
And we'll be going to the city limits no matter what. So, and the cost is already set for the lot owners that we discussed, at $39.68. Any other discussion about this motion on the floor?
Would they ever have to extend it farther into my lot to reach the city limits? Or is that close enough?
It's gonna end right on the south side of your property,
Like
right,
20 feet from it, or, I mean, if
20
you
feet
ever
from the
wanted to
city.
annex into the city, would I be charged more?
You have property that
your
does
property
that.
on the other side of that?
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to extend the main again to get to that property. If that's, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like not by, it would be like 20 feet from the town of Omro then, or 30 feet, and,
Yeah, we're getting, I'd say it's probably gonna be within 10 feet
or 10 feet.
of the actual line. Yep. But now right on it.
Yeah, the question was that if in the future, if you'd want to extend it farther, but I don't know.
Okay, does that answer?
That would, yeah, I mean, that would again be a whole other process if you wanna. And it would depend on what the situation was, who's annexing,
Yeah, okay, well, okay.
yeah.
No, we can only go to the city limits, we can't go to the town of Omro. Yes,
So just for clarification, is that going to be run on the east side of the street?
Yep.
Or, well then how
It's
does
gonna
it,
be run on the east side and there's gonna be
laterals coming
laterals
under the road?
coming to your lot and going to his lot. Yep.
And that would just be that usual $600 hookup.
Actually, I was a little confused when he said that, but that's all getting hooked into the main. You're gonna have a valve, you're gonna have a curb stop right there. You'll be able to hook up to that and go.
There'll be no extra.
There won't be a hookup charge. Well, no, there won't be a hookup charge.
You have a tap in charge of $600.
That's all gonna be done. That's
Well,
all
that'll be done as
included in
part,
this.
part of the main.
That's all included in this cost.
Awesome.
Yeah.
okay.
So, does that, I'm
The
sorry.
question's been called, we
Sorry.
need to vote on that question at this point. If you have other questions, you can ask us later.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can talk.
Can I just verify that building permit is a new home construction permit
Yeah,
or any?
not anymore.
Roll call fees for this option, which is 300 feet in the city, will be charging the landowners $4,968, and the city water utility will pick up the balance on this project. Roll call, please.
Gordon Garvin,
No.
Larry Wright,
Aye.
Jason Reeves,
All right.
Rod Bruches,
Aye.
Ken Cady,
Aye.
Steve Young.
Okay, the majority has it, so this passed. If you have additional questions, you can call later or talk to us after the meeting tonight. Okay.
I have a question, some clarification. I know Mr. Sawyer said that, is that water that I was gonna go into his extra lot?
It doesn't have anything outside the city limits, I'm confused. I'm looking at your lots.
Well, I just,
You got two lots there, right?
well, the one I live on, and then
Yeah.
one more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
And, yeah, that-
will they put that into your extra lot, even though you may not use it, or not?
This price does not include a, water box at his lot. It includes two on the long side of the road. It does not include one on the short side, we call it short side. The tap.
So should we put one in?
We-
You say, do you have plans at all?
What do you say, if I wanted to tap into that line, I'd be
That's where the
It'd be an
$700
extra
charge comes in.
$600.
We're putting it, we're doing the hard ones to the other side of the road,
So they don't have to tear the road up.
so we don't, yeah, we're gonna bore those in anyway, but, we're putting the hard ones in and getting them set, and we're just running the main line on your side, and we're gonna do any taps.
Hydrant will be on the east side?
Hydrant will be on the end,
East side.
yeah.
All right, continuing on the agenda. agenda, Parks Committee, Alderman,
It's not on here.
well, actually, you're part of number 9.
I know.
So we're working on this format a little bit, so.
There's a report in your packet. Money has been going on.
Okay. We continue on public safety, Alderman Brucius.
In your packet, AKA our computer online little dump, is the monthly police department report. That's all I have.
Continue on library board, Alderman Wright.
Your reports on, your laptop, so, self-explanatory. Another thing I do wanna say is that, UW Extension sent out some, partners to clean up around the, library, which our board members did participate in. Clean things up.
So I'm out there tonight,
Huh?
working tonight.
Yeah, they're now they're into this so well that they've been coming every few days now, wanting more stuff around the library. So,
Good, good, great. Thank you. Continue on community development.
Well, just a few things I'll highlight in the, future Omro area chamber of commerce. The 501c3 submittal is complete, so that's nice. New signage for future Omro. And then the, board meeting, July 14th.
The OADC, Alderman Brucius.
Again, with the highlights in the community development services report, we talked with a representative from Dave Dyer about the, extension of his property and so it's all being studied and we'll find out more about it next month.
Bid board, Alderman Youngboard.
Nothing.
Okay, continue on, administration.
You have my report in your packet. Just the biggest thing we're working on right now is the capital improvement plan. Working with a lot on sanitary district, Love's out, he had surgery today, he'll be back in a couple of weeks. Otherwise, trying to get the developers to complete their developments, looks like a couple of them are going ahead with sidewalks in the next couple of weeks, going to the maybe meeting with next month.
Continue on, there's no ordinances to deal with, calendar, just a reminder, our next meeting is Tuesday, July 1st. Then we have one Monday, July 14th, a full session meeting, make sure you get that on your calendar.
Did anybody get an email about that? I was just wondering.
I had it 16 times.
If anyway, because I got some extras, I
You didn't get off the button.
It didn't happen to the ones that were internal, so I don't know if you had to do something extra.
That's why I said.
Yeah, I did on purpose.
All hours of the night.
Good. I thought she was working quite late.
Yeah, he kept responding.
She fell asleep with her finger in it.
Okay.
I think we need to get Mark a table for his computer.
Or sit him on a chair.
Yeah.
Or he could sit here.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Just also a reminder, there are placard tickets that are out there, I think this year, so if you need any, by all means, stop and get some, that will be available. At this time, a motion to adjourn would be in order. Motion by Alderman Youngberg, second by Alderman Reese to adjourn. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you much.
Yay.
Those 16 emails, we just call friendly reminders.
Yeah.
So,